Social anxiety, natural shyness, loss of confidence, no problem. A cute anime girl will still head over heels for you, at least in anime. Here are 10 romance anime where the girl falls for the shy guy. Let's go. Number 10 in Archdemon's Dilemma, How to Love Your Elf Bride.
おはようって言ってもらったらなんて返すんだっけ。そのままおはよう、こんにちは。ごきげんようはさすがに違うと思うが。
We're starting things off with a shy sorcerer because that's something you don't see every day. This is about a scary sorcerer called the feared sorcerer Zagan, who doesn't become so scary when he falls in love with an elf slave. He spends all his fortune, buys the slave, and when they return home, it's one hell of a social anxiety pit. The elf slave, Nephalia, doesn't know how to treat her master, and as for her master, well, let's just say, feared sorcerers don't have the best dating history.
これは質素な食事なのか。
私のような奴隷に与えられる部類のものだと。
This show masters comedy more than anything. When you see the word sorcerer in the title, you're going to expect a ton of magic, but instead, you're going to get a socially anxious magician and an elf. I know the whole thing starts as a master-slave relationship, so that might throw some people off. But if you actually grit your teeth and reach somewhere to the middle, you'll see how it transforms to a wholesome romance. Number 9, Hokkaido gals are super adorable.
ねえ、翼のフレンチドッグも一口ちょうだい。
いいけど。
If you're a fan of gals, then Japan finally made an anime with only gals. So kick those annoying girls away because girl time is getting replaced by gal time. And it happens in the snows of Hokkaido, where 3 cute gals fall in love with one shy high school boy who somehow ended up in Hokkaido. And as you can guess from the title, the gals are super adorable.
何見てんの？
耳不意打ちはダメだって。
The real specialty of this show is the couple, Tsubasa and Minami. It pretty much kicks off with the two of them first meeting instead of going the traditional romance route, and it gets serious at times too, and focuses on stuff like character insecurities and jealousy. The only problem I see is how the 3 girls easily overshadow the main character in terms of personality. But that's to be expected if you're looking for a romance anime with a shy guy. Number 8, You Are Miss Servant.
ぶしつけに大変申し訳ございません。私を使用人として雇ってはいただけないでしょうか。
Ever heard of that trope where the shy guy gets the maid? It's pretty popular, but what's not popular is the shy guy's maid being an assassin. This story follows a former assassin who decides to leave her old life behind and become a maid instead. She arrives at the home of Hitoyoshi Yokoya, looking for a job, and from there, a sweet master-servant relationship begins, sprinkled with some wholesome romance along the way.
掃除道具を貸しただけなのに驚きの武器を。
申し訳ございません。
As you expected, the maid fumbles at being normal since she was an assassin, and our guy is just a shy guy surprised to see a maid. The story focuses a lot on the 2 main characters, and their bond is honestly really heartwarming. The story leans into some familiar tropes, like the ex-villain trying to escape her past but getting pulled back in, but the wholesome moments make it totally worth it. Number 7, the ice guy and his cool female colleague.
というのは逆に真剣味が伝わらなくないですか？ね、氷室くん。
香取、お前。
Want to see the anime Iceman? He works in an office, and his ice powers only get activated when his cool female colleague is near. This is about an office worker called Himuro who creates blizzards when he's flustered. And no, he's not a superhero. Now, the reason he gets flustered is because Fuyutsuki-san, his cool-headed coworker, is way too kind to him.
でも、今楽しいからいいですよね。
Recently, a lot of romance anime seem to take a single trope and then build an entire story around it. This is one of those anime. It's about a shy guy meeting a cool-headed girl and getting a crush on her. And unlike you, who keeps thinking whether she'll like you or not, this guy goes and starts creating blizzards. It's a very simple trope, and I kind of like how they managed to make a wholesome 13-episode anime with just that trope. Number 6, Vermeil and Gold.
もちろん、ご主人様の優秀な魔力がもちっとあればだけど。
If there's one universe where shy guys can get hot demon girls, then that's the anime universe. Like I always say, the plot is super simple. There's this guy named Alto, and honestly, he's weak as hell. But thanks to his classic anime main character luck, he ends up summoning a super hot demon lady who just needs the occasional mana transfer. Is that a Fate reference? I don't know, you tell me.
何か質問はあるかな？
なんてあんなにイチャイチャしてんのよあいつらは。
Even though it's not as intense as some of the other anime on this list, it's still really good. And if you're tired of demon ladies who are looking for mana transfer, we also get the childhood friend. As Vermeil gets closer to Alto, his childhood friend starts getting seriously jealous. And the childhood friend is a tsundere. See? We already have more drama here than a drama anime. Number 5, the girl I like forgot her glasses.
愛すぎてつい写真に収めたくなってしまったぞ。ダメだぞそういうのは。一体何をして。
I know the 3D animation threw most people off, but if you stick around enough, you'll see how good the story is. This story is basically about a girl who keeps forgetting her glasses. The whole thing centers around this super forgetful girl who never remembers to bring them. The main character, who totally has a crush on her, keeps stepping in to help. Pretty cute, right? Who wouldn't want a forgetful girl like that around?
あ、こっちにも猫ちゃん。なでなで。
Remember how I said before how modern anime tends to pick a certain trope and build a story around it? This is just like that. Put in a girl who forgot her glasses and make the interactions between her and the main character as wholesome as possible. I'm actually happy they made the girl less annoying, because the last thing we need is a hardcore tsundere forgetting her glasses. Number 4, love after world domination.
俺は器用ではないが、一度決めたことは最後までやり遂げる男だ。俺は。
If you want an anime literally written around the enemies turning lovers trope, then this is the show for you. Our guy is all about world peace, while the girl, she's aiming for total world domination. So yeah, it's more like a good guy, bad girl situation. But here's the twist. They're actually secret lovebirds. That's right, in public, they're sworn enemies, but behind closed doors, they're totally into each other.
案外ネガティブなところがある。
フド、お前だけ先に制服デートしたことはまだ許してないからな。
In this case, both the girl and the boy are shy, so their interactions lead to some seriously wholesome moments. The plot is obviously not something you need to take seriously, because this is all about that awkward love struggle between the female conqueror and the male soldier. You might as well call this flustering lovebirds the anime. Number 3, Mission Yozakura Family.
つうかさっきもそう呼んでたじゃん。
ごめん、つい。
またなんかされそうになったら言えよ。That's me.
I ranked this pretty high in my romance anime ranking video, all for good reason. I went to this show expecting some cringy high school assassin drama, but what I got was some badass, comedic, lighthearted, wholesome, and heartwarming high school assassin drama. This is about Taiyu Asano, who loses his family and then finds himself helped by Mitsumi Yozakura, who introduces him to her family. And they're a group of assassins.
お兄ちゃん脱出って。
いやでもここ2階で。
I know a lot of people, this will be a mediocre anime, but I think this fits my taste really well. The romance is not something that is there throughout every episode, but it develops very nicely. The comedy is pretty subjective, but the story and the action's really nice. Think of it like a fun action blockbuster. Number 2, Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible.
白石くん嬉しそう。
久保さんは環境委員やりたかったの？
まあまあ。
Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible is basically the new teasing master Takagi-san. The main guy isn't literally invisible, but no one in class seems to notice him. That's right, he's the perfect example of a background character suddenly becoming the main character. But like every protagonist, there's one person who sees him, and that's Kubo.
いろいろ教えてね、先輩。
先輩。
The anime follows a similar formula to Takagi-san, where a shy, clueless boy gets some lighthearted teasing from a popular girl. It might not hit the exact same vibe, but it pulls off the idea pretty well. This isn't the kind of romance anime that'll win big awards, but it's definitely one you could enjoy with a box of chocolates. Number 1, more than a married couple, but not lovers.
いってらっしゃいってして。あの時みたいに。
And we're finishing off with the anime that teaches how to stay married. This is about Jiro Yakuen, who is in love with his childhood friend Shiori Sakurazaka. Now, this school has a period called couple counseling, where you're paired up with a girl and forced to live together. Jiro expects to be with Shiori, but he instead gets an angry gal tsundere called Akari. But the more he stays with her, the more he realizes how angry tsunderes are not bad wives after all.
卵焼きは甘い方が好きかな。
だからあんたの好みはいつの。
はあ？じゃあ俺に聞くなよ。
I really loved this show when it aired, and it's a crime we still haven't gotten a second season yet. The thing that annoyed me was the love triangle, because there are times when I sympathize with Shiori and other times I sympathize with Akari. But apart from that, this is one of the most interesting, wholesome, and engaging romances I've watched. Season 2 might be announced soon, so while you're waiting for it, make sure to finish up Season 1.